Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're going to enjoy this. We're going to do a part two or a second reaction, first response to these Mortal Kombat trailer. The 2020 version is coming out, hopefully here in this year in August or April. I can't remember to see how it ends again. The first one, immediately mess up. My fault. I somehow stopped recording while we were doing this the first time. So it won't be a true first response, but we're going to go a little more depth into this trailer and get our thoughts on it. Of course, leave down in the comments if you can name all the characters and how many there are, and what's the part you're looking most forward to about this movie. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Let's do it.
All right.
First learned about this 7 years ago on a mission in Brazil to capture a wanted fugitive. When we got there,
And all those are the shotgun shells, right?
Yeah.
And at that point, me and you both were thinking, like, why is he holding on to this man's arm? Like,
Yeah. I'm like, no, back it up. My original thought is, okay, I just shot at this man with a shotgun. He
mhm.
froze all the pellets in the air. I'm not even gonna stay close enough for him to grab my arms. So that's why I was very confused. I was like, what the hell
Like
is he doing?
he's just holding on to the gun. He's just staring him down, like, try round two. Maybe he won't fizz. Stop the second line of fire. And like
Yeah,
at that point,
yeah.
just let go. Just like, all right, you get the gun. You get the gun.
Yeah,
But
you got the
I'm out of
gun.
here.
Yeah. I'm dipping. Yep. Out.
Then again, like the entire place where he's at is like frozen over. What? Like, okay, I don't quite know. Are Sub-Zero like their clan? Do they have to be in cold climate? Like, have to be in order to comfortably live, or is it like?
Think so, but they do have to have moisture to generate the ice.
Yeah,
Went to you.
went to me. Okay, might because I'm pretty long, maybe. Or do you think in the ice actually like gives them the moisture, or is it like maybe
No.
retaining the moisture?
I think they have to have moisture, whether it be in the air, whether it be from a source of water, whether it's moisture out of their body in desperate times, whatever. But they have to have moisture to generate the ice.
Okay, I just don't understand like why the entire place he's at is all like frozen
Because
over.
probably because, and this is an assumption, guys. I have no idea, but remember she was saying they were sent down there to hunt down a wanted fugitive. He was the wanted fugitive. Maybe he was down there trying to assassinate somebody using his skills, and that's what froze over most of the place.
Or he's setting it like maybe he's using it for his alternate his own terrain, like it's like a Pokemon. I have to be in the ice area so I can use my moves. Have more effective moves.
Maybe I don't know.
Sub uses Ice Blizzard. I don't know what the terrain move for Pokemon is, but yeah, I thought that was really interesting. Like the whole area is frozen over, and of course Jax. I like how they. I still would say this. I love the way how they made this story mode. For how Jack lost his arms, make more sense.
Yes, because it's always been a question. It's like, why does he have robotic arms? What happened?
But in the second, like Mortal Kombat 2 back in the 90s, they gave it the excuse, like you were trying to tell me about he like, oh, I just want a little bit of power to my arms. I want a little bit of
Yeah,
bling.
extra juice because they didn't actually he didn't have robotic arms. They put like a robotic skin over it.
Yeah. So it's just a a soldier enhancement, I guess you might say,
Yeah, yeah,
instead of a replacement. But then again, like it is replacing his arm, but like I still think they gave him a juice of him. But I love the way they made him look in this one, a little bit more robotic. All right, let's
yeah.
continue on.
it had the same marking you do, Cole.
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
Okay, so you actually think he was born with that birthmark? When he said it's a birthmark, he was born with it.
I would say yeah because my understanding was is all of that lineage, uh, the one that's from whatever chosen time in that lineage, I believe, is born with that mark.
Okay, you don't think they're like, hey, it's a baby, and this, you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think so.
This
No,
like this burn into
I
his
don't
skin
think so.
like you're a part of my property.
No, I don't think it's like that. I think it's kind of like, you know how like in some animes you have characters that are born with a specific mark
Yeah.
and everybody's looking for that person because that's the way they identify them. I
Hmm.
think it's that kind of a thing.
Okay, that sounds a little. Look at again, we are dealing with sorcerers and magical powers and freezing abilities and fires and all kind of things. It's a little too much of a stretch for me. Be honest with you, I would rather them go. Oh, the kid was marked at marked at birth. Like I have that idea in my head because I think that's a little bit more reasonable. But then again, magic, freezing bullets, ripping people's arms off. Hey, it's Mortal Kombat.
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah. I mean, anything goes.
I wonder if he was like a young Turk that like made bets and did like underground fighting probably like or MMA fighting. Looks like it.
Maybe.
Oh man, right here. Let's get going.
It's not a birthmark, Cole. It means you've been chosen.
Throughout history, different cultures all over the world.
And let's get back here for everybody to recognize this weapon right here. She shows a little bit later on, but we got the forks or do you remember this is called?
Size.
Size. Okay, the size. Everybody can remember who this is. They did a little bit of a change. I don't really know. I don't really mind the change. We can talk about that a little later on. But I first saw her. I was like, oh damn, they got her in here finally.
Throughout history,
Yeah, for
different
real.
cultures all over the world.
That
Reference
Meryl.
a great tournament
Yeah, that's some ominous.
of champions.
Go back here. This is the only time you see him.
Of champions.
Only time you see our boy Raiden. Right there. Pretty much.
Right there. There he is. The
And-
only time you really see him show up.
And look, that looks like I don't know if it's Shao Kahn. I don't think it's Shao Kahn, right? Right? It's
No. That's Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung. And looks like they're like having a little meeting in the freezing area. Is this the same? Okay, speculation here. I think this might be the same place where Sub-Zero's at. And like
Yep,
they're doing like I'm thinking here, maybe Sub-Zero's like, hey, I'm being a bodyguard for Shang Tsung. And Raiden's they're doing a little meetup to get talking about the combat, and then Jax just walked up in the wrong time on the wrong person and got his arm
Yeah.
ripped off.
Yeah, I you know what? I tend to lean that way. If it's not that, then maybe this is about the altercation between Sub-Zero and Jax, because remember, the competitors are not supposed to fight outside the tournament.
Yeah.
So maybe the altercation wasn't supposed to happen and they're having to have a conversation about how to move forward.
Gotcha. Like maybe he broke the rules a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, yeah, but your guy's like, but do you really know Jackson's part of the fight yet? Like, I'm pretty sure. I have a feeling some Reigns are probably gonna save him. He's probably gonna save him, and they're gonna get him to somebody, and somebody's like, oh well, don't worry, we can, make him stronger, make him faster, make him,
$1 billion man.
yeah, $1 billion man, pretty much, yeah.
Of champions. That dragon marking? I think it's an invitation.
I love how they got this actor here. When you made the remarks who this actor's from, I am all about him now. I am
Yes.
so excited about him.
Yes.
Now, okay, I don't want to spoil here, but who do you think or what was the character you most recognize him from?
I recognize him mostly from The Last Samurai.
Okay, The Mask. Do you actually like The Last Samurai? A lot of people actually didn't really like that movie, surprisingly.
I don't think Tom Cruise was the best choice for his character,
Probably not true.
but I liked the story. I liked the battle sequences and stuff. I liked it a lot. I just think the only thing that killed the movie for me was they had the wrong lead person.
Yeah, probably so.
Like, I mean, cause come on, let's be honest. Imagine if that had been a Keanu Reeves in that
I
role.
was just saying that.
That movie would have been so badass.
Like Keanu Reeves has much more of a serious demeanor. Like the dude, like he plays, like he doesn't have very much acting skills, but he plays a good serious guy. Plays a good serious guy.
Yeah, he is this is the guy from Last Samurai.
And for those who do not know the backstory who this is, good hint right here. He has scythe in his, or a kunai in his hand tied to rope. If you don't know who that is, you're really missing out. For those who don't understand, there's a little bit of a backstory to this character, Should I go ahead? I'm just go ahead. It's Scorpion. It's Scorpion.
Yeah. Check this out. I just got the name for the other movie that we could not figure out what he was from.
What was it?
47 Roman.
Oh, there
He
we
was
go.
he was in there with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, why
There
did it
you
not?
go.
Was it before or after Last Samurai?
It was after. Well after.
Oh God, that would have been such a good way of connecting those two dots together. Go, hey, this guy, no, Keanu Reeves. Listen to this Asian dude, Keanu Reeves.
I'm telling you, this dude always plays one badass, loyal to a fault, freaking samurai.
Yeah, samurai and like loyal, like you said, but also he plays a very serious demeanor character. Like
Yep.
he doesn't play the cheerful, happy, ha ha ha. He plays the
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you.
He's that I will remove myself from all presence of everybody if it deems it necessary for me to die alone to save everybody.
Yeah. And that's a good characteristic for a character like Scorpion. And the fight about to come up. Love this fight.
Oh yes. I'm
Boy
ready.
howdy. Okay.
Let's get to it.
To fight for
Oh,
something
yeah.
known.
And what? That part.
That's it. That's it.
Let's just zoom out.
That is
Where the impact is.
that is the
It's lovely.
I mean, it is amazing. Oh,
Oh man.
oh man.
Okay. I can only imagine what it would take to real life to do that, like to be able to whip a kunai, because it doesn't really have like a ball. It's not really like it's single point. It's a long extended thing that comes to a point. But to figure out how to flick that thing back and have that much force behind it to go right through the head.
Yeah, that is some many years of practice.
And I was like to say before, like, I kind of hope they do, but I don't know. I'm afraid about too many arcs in this movie. I would like them to show the upbringing or the how Scorpion became Scorpion, but there's already a good anime style upbringing of the Scorpion. Already good, pretty good. Go check that out if you have not watched it. Really good actually. And then you told me there was one about Sub-Zero side, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, there is some information. I don't know if you remember it, but on the topics of video games, they literally made a Mortal Kombat video game that was a story mode game for Sub-Zero.
Oh,
Specifically
and everybody
Sub-Zero.
said that they would say it was horrible. No one liked it. At least some of those who did, I heard a lot of bad things about it.
The only thing that I enjoyed about it was the story.
Was the story? Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't like a bunch of like B voice actors and very cheesy lines, was it?
No, I mean it wasn't a whole lot of voice action. Remember, this was like on PS1, so there still wasn't a lot of
Okay, so it was
voices.
text.
It was mostly text.
Okay, so you had to worry about that bad voice acting. Like, okay, I love the story, but boy howdy. All right, so let's. I love the way he looks. I like the samurai style. For those who do not know, I love the Asian culture pretty much on every facet of it, and this just tickles my fancy. And you said you want more story, right? You want more.
Yeah, I'm all about the story, man.
I'm like
All
I
about
want the tournament arc. I want the build up, the fear of this character, seeing what they've done previous fights. I want to see the character going in there like with like almost no hope. I want to feel that bit of urgency and fear behind the tournament arc. I like that. Kind of like, Yu Yu Hakusho show. I love that show when it came out. I love the tournament arc.
Yeah, I remember watching that.
All right, so
As Mortal Kombat.
April 16th.
These are your champions.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
Wait. Are they together?
These are your champions.
Wait,
That's kind of strange.
I didn't notice that. They're together.
That's not normal. They're not supposed. What? That's not how that works.
Luke Kane, Sonya Blade. That looks like our
That's the kid, Cole.
Is that Cole or not the little glasses guy?
No, no, I think that's the kid.
It's
I
probably
think
the
that's
kid,
Cole.
and he's with them.
Kano.
Kano, he's with them. Okay,
Why?
I'm calling it
Okay.
now. Kano's a stab in the back.
Yeah.
Calling it now. There's no way they're gonna have him be friends with Liu Kang and Sonya Blade. I just
Hell
don't
no.
see it.
No. I mean, she's responsible for killing him in almost every other canon of Mortal Kombat.
On top of that, like, are they gonna just get rid of the whole fact that, hey, you killed my partner? That whole trope.
Exactly.
I'm hunting you
Exactly.
down.
Exactly.
I did not notice that. Where's this at? White
No,
looking desert mountain?
Here's my question though. I'm wondering if they're gonna do this in an arc like it's after all the bad beasts, after all the original tournament, like Mortal Kombat 1 that we watched,
Yeah.
and say that they're all gonna band together because now Kano realizes the dipshitness of all the bad side, but
error of his
the
ways.
error of his ways. But here's the only catch to that: Sonya killed him in the first one.
True. True.
So
And
what? I don't understand.
of course, they could always do, right? He's in there. He's part of the crew. He's part of the elite group, whatever. Kano, he goes off and kills Sonya Blade's partner. Then she goes, see, you stabbed me in the back. Now I'm going to kill you. Like, they can always, like,
Yeah,
throw the story
always do
in
that.
there.
They can do that.
But that'd be, again, way too many stories in one movie. Way too many. I'm afraid they're gonna try to jam pack it when there's too much with story and like be all over the place instead of having some good focus here. I'm still looking forward to the
Right.
movie. I'm still gonna say it, but this right here, this worries me.
Yes, I agree.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
I'm Liu Kang.
Okay,
Wait.
and then what?
Did we just see her throw Kano on the ground?
Yes, we did. I guess they're training, or maybe like they have a little
I'm Sonya.
bit of a. There's his knife. There's his knife. Right
Yep.
there. But we don't see the eye. Wait, let's see. Let's see if we can get. Well, let's see. Well, we go back here. Back here. Okay.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
No eye. No eye. So he does not have the robotic eye during this arc. And
So wait, maybe you remember when we see? Well, I'm trying not to ruin it, but the robotic eye that we know about.
yeah,
Maybe there's a reason we don't see the other side. Maybe that tussle we just seen is what causes it.
true. Maybe a little tussle, or
Maybe this is before that. You know.
maybe like possibility he kills the partner. Partner takes his eye. He goes to the dark side to give him a robotic eye. Now he's beaming.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Maybe.
But he saw the knife. There he is. He's probably training with them in the desert. I guess they were a part of the crew at one point. I don't get the whole chain thing.
I don't either.
I rope is so much better when you're trying to, go traverse things. There's no real reason to carry around a chain around your chest. Bunch
Not
of
unless
batteries
you're
behind you.
not unless you're planning on whipping it off or pulling it off and using it like a weapon.
True, like a really heavy a really flexible beating rod.
Right.
Okay, so, and then of course we got our boy
Kano.
I'm Liu Kang.
Liu Kang.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who this actor is. If anybody can pinpoint who this actor is, this guy is gonna do. I can already tell he fits the bill of Liu Kang just as well as I would say the first Liu Kang. But the boy is ripped like shit. Give me those arms.
Yeah. I mean, like the muscle definition in this guy's arms is absolutely ridiculous.
Training to be this character, like this boy was practically built for it. Dude is like got it. He got the character.
I mean, like I'm not even worried about the fireball he's about to throw at me. I'm more concerned about him getting close enough to hit me with them pistons he's toting.
He's probably like, let's be honest, he's probably like 5'3", 5'4", but fucking agile. He could probably like kick, kick himself onto one hand, kick you in the forehead, and come back down, still land on his feet before he even touched the ground with his bare hands. Dude looks like he got it. And
Yes.
I don't know who this actor is though. I said this before. A bunch of actors, I don't know who pretty much any of them are, except for Scorpion. Everybody else, a bunch of unknowns. And
Yeah,
like I
I
said,
agree.
I'm a little wary of that. I will be honest, I'm a little wary of unknown actors in movies because, well, for everybody else is no, they could be great or they could be horrible. Are
Agreed.
you willing? Are you willing to give these new kids on the block a chance?
Like I mean, I honestly think that sometimes new blood makes it better.
Makes it better, gives it a little freshness to it,
Yeah, I
more of a
mean, because
believability.
example, when you see Keanu Reeves in a movie
Yeah.
from scene one, you already know there's some badass shit coming.
Yes.
Like, but when you look at these, you're like, I don't know if this dude can pull this shit off. And then when he pulls it off, you're like, holy shit, he pulled it off.
Yeah, but
You know?
sometimes some actors don't know how to split themselves off of old roles. Like, sometimes I do see Keanu Reeves and I go, Neo, 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 and I'm like, I can't like always pull myself from this. Is not Neo no more. This is
John Wick.
John Wick. Yeah, for the good example, this is John Wick. And it's like I sometimes I can't pull myself away from that. That's why sometimes in anime, for a good another example, I hear a voice actor that I heard in two other animes. I'll go, I know that voice actor. That's and I remember the voice, and all I hear is that character. I don't hear this character. I hear that character, and my brain's just started to pull that away from it. So that's where I can maybe see how that's possible. But I'm scared. But they seem like in this trailer they're doing a good job, even though there's not a lot of talking going on. A lot of
Right.
Sonya Blade talking though, and I'm hoping she does play a good role in this movie.
Yeah. I agree.
Of course, also I don't hope they don't go and try to make it all. Of course, they can't make it PG. There's already too much blood and gore. But you know what I'm saying. I don't want them to try to make a woman look strong and powerful and forget the femininity altogether. Like Sonya Blade was pretty hot in the first movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go.
Name's Jax.
There it is. Wait, we're gonna go back to him in a couple seconds. But Jax with his new arm.
Name's Jax.
God damn it. Such a short clip. Such a short clip. There it is. Okay. When I first saw this, I felt nothing but pain for this guy. But he's about to rock this dude world.
I mean, there's bolts in his friggin' chest.
Like, it's like, okay. I wonder, I'm trying to figure, like, is each one of those, like, those little ribbons things connected to one of his ribs?
They'd have had to connect it to something, whether it was ribs, sternum, whatever.
Because connected to muscle. Muscle is a very, it's a strong tissue, but it's still tissue. I wouldn't want to attach that to a tissue. I would want that to strap that to bones because I don't want those arms falling off. But like the three other bolts coming from going from the neck down to the arm, that looks really painful. Don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Don't know why you need that, but there they are. And it looks like they probably have, like I said before, like it looks like they have maybe a slip-on shoulder instead of like, 'cause I remember in Mortal Kombat, it was literally from here down, all arm was all missing and it was all robotic. But now they're doing I guess like kind of like a slip-on for like, prosthetic legs. And it definitely looks more robotic. Or was it?
Yeah, it doesn't look like a skin.
Yeah, skin or kind of like the arm from Captain America, White Wolf, or whatever his name was.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Winter Soldier. With the one arm, but it's like, it looks like a little metal sleeve going all the way around his arm. It's like it's kind of a little bit rubberized, but this is actually a bunch of like actual mechanical gears. I wonder how difficult that it was to make that. Of course, I'm pretty sure the guy had to go around the entire time with green arms.
Yeah.
Green sleeves, so they so they can CGI his arms out of it. But I love the way he looks. He even got a nice little mustache. Looks like a badass. I actually like playing him. Who was your favorite character in Mortal Kombat when you played the games?
I was a Sub-Zero fan.
Sub-Zero.
Yes.
I was Raiden. I was all about Raiden. I love the and the teleporting. I was cheap.
I just love to have someone try to do like a flying sidekick and me just freeze them and be like, nah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, that's my oldest brother. My oldest brother, he was Sub-Zero as well. But every time I would lunge at him, he would freeze me in the sky, go underneath him, and underneath me, just just do that every
Yep.
time. I'm like, you suck.
Yep. Yep.
And then we got our next boy. Now, this guy right here was my brother's favorite character in Mortal Kombat 2.
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao. This guy, another unknown actor at all. But, okay, you know a little more about his backstory. Now, what was his backstory?
Kung Lao is an ancestor to Liu Kang. So
Ancestor.
yes, he's an ancestor. So he's from back in like feudal Japan era. Because he managed to win one of the Mortal Kombat tournaments, the winner is granted immortality until the next tournament.
Okay.
So he's still kicking around apparently in this trailer, and he was raised by Shaolin monks from the time he was born for the sole purpose of being the one during his time for the tournament. The one that Raiden personally helped supervise his training.
Okay, because I remember in the Mortal Kombat movie, they were brothers, and that was always like such a weird little thing. And like he'd pull it back, he'd pull it back and says, "Lou, your soul
That
will
wasn't
be mine."
his brother's name wasn't Kung Lao.
His brother was named Kung Lao? I thought they were. I could sworn they were
No.
brothers.
No, that was just I don't remember what the kid what his younger brother's name was, but that was supposed to be fuel on the fire for him to come
Actually
back
join.
to yeah. But no, this guy was a ancestor and he saved our bacon just like Kung Lao saves our bacon in the first one. We were down 2 tournaments, 1 tournament more, and Outworld got to take us, but he saved our butts, and then Kung Lao saved our butts. So,
Like you said, I wonder if this is round 3. But at the same time, I think they both have some of the coolest hats. Him and Raiden, they love hats in the game. They're just one of those favorite weapons to toy around with. Sharp Blade, I'd definitely say he has probably one of the cooler hats, though. Definitely.
yeah,
But I wouldn't want to wear it because I'd be afraid to like dropping it or something. Or
you're
hey,
chopping your
can
toe
you,
off.
Can you catch my hat?
Yeah, or lean down to tie your shoe and it slip off your head and hit your foot.
That thing about that does kind of suck. All right. Of course, they're kind of weird weapon too. Like, I wonder if they allowed weapons in the series, in the tournament, and they're like, "Wait, we can sneak a weapon in."
Well, they couldn't say. I mean, how can they say no? Look at Baraka.
True.
I mean, his freaking arm had spikes coming out of it.
True, but I guess you don't want your enemy to know what kind of weapon you're sporting. So maybe a hat's a good way of a sneaky, like, ooh, by the way, my hat's a trick, kind of like a Xenoblade, Xeno warrior trick to it.
Yeah, I can see that, like
All
a
right.
chakram type deal.
Surprise. Also plays the shield.
The fate of Earth.
Okay, and there's one of the other times you actually see Raiden, and another actor I don't know. I still think the Raiden for Mortal Kombat 1 was my favorite.
Yeah, Christopher Lambert has by far been the best Raiden to me.
So, like, I know some people are like, well, Raiden is not supposed to be a white guy with a deep, sexy voice, but I always will see Raiden as him. Because
Yes.
that was, to me, one of the best roles I've ever, well, not the best, but, like, it was a childhood, like, oh, that was great. And then when it took him out of Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, I was furious.
Well, that destroyed the movies for me.
Yeah. Of course, they took a lot of other characters out, too, but him specifically was just, nah.
Yeah, I agree.
But I can do with this. I just want to see how he is in the series. It's to be a very hard role to play. It's to be very much a hit and miss for me. I have hopes. I just don't know who this guy is. So let's see New Blood.
Of Earth is in our hands.
Good hands. Very nice robotics. Okay, that right there.
Yeah.
This right here. I love the way the armor looks. They go for very much a samurai meets European white knight. instead of like for everybody knows, normally like it's either bamboo or wood with very thick layers of like tar, like red tar that goes over armor, and it normally is in layers going down it. But this is one solid piece. You see a little more of it a little later on, and then they didn't go for the whole cybernetic, or they didn't go for the whole ninja look. They went for straight up samurai meets ninja meets white knight.
Yeah.
How do you which direction would you rather them go, if any other direction than this? Would you rather see them in a little more of a traditional ninjas like
Yeah,
armor?
I mean, I like the ninja look. I've always been a big fan of the ninja look. I mean, I'm not saying this don't look great because it looks fantastic, and I'll watch it all day long. But it's hard for me to see Scorpion or Reptile or Sub-Zero or any of them in anything other than a ninja suit. I mean,
Yeah, they're supposed to be clans of assassins and ninjas. Like,
Yep.
that's their whole thing. But they went for more samurai. I would say a little bit more true samurai. I wouldn't say, European knight, but face mask, shoulders, the kabuki, or all that stuff going on. But the chest plate is the only thing that's a little change. But notice what they're fighting at. Picking up a theme here.
In the frozen wasteland.
In the frozen area. I have a feeling like a lot of this is going to be played off in that frozen wherever they are. They love putting these people in, like, I don't know who this character is right here. Does not look like Sub-Zero. But if it is, okay.
I think that's Jax.
Bobby Jax. But they, in the frozen spot again. I don't know if this is ship or not, but they seem like they have this little frozen area a lot in the trailer.
Yeah, I can't really tell.
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that soon. Of course, there's a fight later on. We can look at that a little more
Yep.
too.
We'll look a little
How
closer.
many of my people?
That's a good shot right there. That's a good shot. I don't know what it is, but the main
it
badass
looks-
warrior.
It looks like Liu Kang.
Yeah, it's Liu Kang, like kind of like walking toward the sun, like it's like the end of the movie. Like, I won, time to go home. It's a very iconic scene.
Deuces, my pizza's waiting, bitches.
That's a very big sun. This sun is actually that big? I don't know. I feel like they might have blown up the sun size a little bit there. A little big.
I think it depends on where you're at. Geolocation.
Unless that's a nuclear bomb going off and he's walking toward it.
Uh,
I don't want that, but that's a very big,
Yeah.
it's a very big
I'm
sun.
done. This is too hard. Just kill me now.
I'm done. Let me rest in peace.
We put in the ground.
Okay, whoa. There she is. Name this character. The last time we saw this, we couldn't remember her name.
We put in the ground.
There it is. She is. Okay, I saw some artwork the other day, because ever since this movie came out, a lot of people have been doing a lot of more artwork. And I saw one person like even draw like the teeth for this character, like outside the skin, going up to each other. But they always go all the way back here, like the Joker, right? Like it's way back here. But this one, they look like they're completing the mouth, and it's a sister. I don't mind it being a sister. A little bit of diversity, like you said before. I like that. What do you feel about her?
I feel like as far as the character goes, it's a fantastic character. I think she'll do fine as far as if you're looking from appearance, she has the appearance fine in my book. Because like she's a hybrid. So she's not supposed to look like everybody else. But I am like you, I'm a little disappointed that I feel like they cheated us a little bit on the whole gory side of her.
Yeah. She has like some skin bloody thing going on right here, but I don't think it'd be one of those situations where they're like, oh, I can detach it when I want to. Fing!
Yeah.
That'd be a little weird, because the mouth is already like full on scale tongue, and the teeth look like they've been battered in quite a lot. A little sharp.
She's been chewing on something.
And her eyes. You notice that? Like, they look like
Yeah.
a little bit of like a yellowish cat eyes going on there.
Yep.
Now, the armor. The armor is going a little bit toward the more what I traditionally think, a little bit more, I don't know, it's really ninja, but it looks a little bit more ninja than this point of view right here than the Scorpion and Sub-Zero. What do you think?
Agree. It's a little more traditional. What is the term? I can't think of it right now. Or they were. It was the term for female assassin.
I don't know. Name that in chat if anybody knows that, or down in the description. Some kind of little design going on the little leather pouches. I don't really understand the point of leather pouches. It gets to look cool. I like the way she's looking though, and I'm hoping there's a little more on her, and maybe I have a feeling that you're probably like, oh yeah, her mouth's been being able to open, but I want to see the teeth. I want to see that, like she is like I'm gorgeous until she goes, "Whip, here's my face. Am I still pretty now?"
Yeah.
You know, there's actually a story or ghost story of about a girl. If you go to the park and she will tap on you, she will turn around, ask you if she's beautiful, and if you say yes, and she pulls out a mask and she has like a bunch of teeth everywhere, and she will ask if you still are beautiful, and if you do say she is, she will cut your mouth open like hers and kill you. But if you say she's not, she'll kill you. But if you say maybe, you have a chance of running away and escaping.
Wow. I've never heard that one before.
Yeah, it's a little weird story, but I heard that a couple of days ago. I was like, when I'm thinking about this character, I'm like, that very much suits her quite well. Especially in the first one, she ripped out her face and sucked your entire body in like a little Slurpee.
Yep.
Oh, she's hot. Oh, no, she's not. No, she's not.
Yep. She was the Kirby of the Mortal Kombat world.
Yeah, like, oh, dang, she's nice. Oh, no, she's not. All right.
We will not fail.
Okay, so I don't know if this will be an accurate representation of him, but I'm hoping they keep this style of him. Good, a little statue of him. You like the way he looks in this?
Yeah, he looks good. I like this.
I'm hoping they stick to this. Like, I don't know if they'll
This
show him
is,
in the movie, but
This is most definitely what I would consider a Shao Kahn.
representation.
Yeah.
Big hulky man, big old hammer,
Yeah.
skull. I don't know about the rabbit ears, but I guess horns. Very. I don't know. The dude looks like a beast. I know it's supposed to be a statue, but I like this style right here. I hope they don't change it or go in and try to modernize it. I feel like this is a good start of it. But the next part of it,
Fail.
that right there. Do you have any idea who that is?
Looking, I'm trying to. I can't really make
Yeah,
out.
let me zoom back out of here. So you can see a little more clearly.
Kill them.
You see that? Little guy jumping down from the ceiling.
Will not fail. Kill them.
You have an idea who
Yeah.
that is?
No, I do not.
Me neither. I'm trying to rack in my brain, like, who is that character? Of course, we have Sub-Zero in the background, and we have old girl back here, red mouth.
Yep.
There she is, and
Yep.
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung. Yeah, I don't know who he is, but he definitely pulls off the look. I'm glad they
Yes.
got a lot of people that can really pull off the look. I'm hoping they pull off the I would say the protagonist, but the evil presence of him, and the idea of he's supposed to be a very smart, very strategic sorcerer, and not just play
Yep.
him off. I'm the bad guy, kind of acting that some characters or some people like to do.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Yeah, I mean, he definitely pulls the look off, and the armor he has is nice.
yeah, the little two heads over here, something going on here. I'm hoping they don't go too much armor on him because he's very much a guy I remember in the very loose fabric, wavy hands, flappy hands,
Yeah,
clothes
yeah.
like dangling off of him. But I like
Kung
him.
Fu Master.
Yeah, but got them in the background. That boy right there. I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, but there's so many characters. I'm hoping
Smoke.
this is Smoke. Yes.
I'm thinking this is Smoke.
Like, there's too much going on here to think otherwise. Okay, do you know? Actually, I don't know myself. Is Smoke a good guy or a bad guy? I think I remember, like, in the cartoons back in the old days, Smoke was a good guy, but I could be wrong.
Don't remember. I do not remember.
But he's pulling off more of the ninja look
Yeah.
that we all are accustomed to. So, where's all their little white knight armor?
I don't know, man. I do not know.
Finish him. One of Liu Kane's finishing moves. And oh yeah. Let's talk. Goro. The CGI on this one looks great. I am
Yes.
no more of that little plastic looking weird texture skin. weird math mechanic Goro from Mortal Kombat 1.
Should stop looking up at the four fists and move.
Go
'Cause
for
that's
his legs.
Nut punch, baby. Drop.
You know this guy, the Goro, is actually supposed to be like a martial artist of like 8 or 9 different martial arts, and he's been around for literally thousands of years. I don't know if you ever watched the death battle between Goro and Machamp from Pokemon. Apparently, the battle actually wavers toward Machamp, apparently, because how much stronger he is and how much other martial skills he have. But this guy actually, as big and strong and goofy as may look, he's supposed to be apparently a martial artist of like 8 different types of martial arts and styles. So this dude is smart.
He's supposed to be bad. He's supposed to be badass.
Yeah, it's not just like, hey, I can pick you up and rip you apart, or I can, fight you with 4 arms. Like, he actually knows grappling. He knows jiu-jitsu. He knows kwando. He has a bunch of moves that he's been learning over the years. And apparently, like, the 4-arm version of this creature, this beings aren't the only style there is. Like, there's the 4-leg creature, or the scimitar looking ones with the horse lower body. That's a part of the same culture, same race of being.
Wow.
And then there's also one with the tiger head, the tiger teeth, and tiger skin. Also, same race, same beings.
Really?
So they're not always born with 4 arms.
That's interesting.
So yeah, this character is quite fascinating. He's not just a big brute honking guy that just he's very, very agile too.
Yeah, because he's up there.
Nice sword.
I am Sub-Zero.
Ow.
Get over here!
That line.
Dude, I am looking forward to that fight sequence so much.
And look where they are again. Like, every time Sub-Zero's somewhere, like, he's like, it doesn't feel comfortable with me. I don't feel this feng shui. I don't feel this like it's like my home. I need a little ice. Let's just freeze everything.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Why is he doing that?
Imagine him walking into like a brand new like New York penthouse and going, "Nah, this isn't working for me." Freeze. Nah, that's better.
Much better. Like, how you turn on a TV? Like, I'm sure Frost and electronics.
He probably flicks ice pellets at the button. Bing.
Like, leave the electronics alone. You might want to destroy that. But like, of course, right here we got Scorpion in a much better light, much more closer an idea of what's going on with his armor. Got the full plate chest, the samurai shoulders, the gauntlets, the side armor for samurai, and the legs, and he has the chain come from his sleeve. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just that to me doesn't scream Scorpion.
I feel like that's off.
Like,
I mean, Scorpion is supposed to project that out of the palm.
yeah, because like, remember, for those who remember it or ever watched the first one, I always remember the first one. Even the games, I remember it coming from the palm. At least either the second one or the third one, it started coming from the palm. The skin supposed to peel back. Little guy comes out of his hand, and the first one was scary. I mean, like, it came peeling out of his hand, popped his mouth out, and started screaming and like started shaking his head, and little spike came inside of it, and it started chasing down his enemy. I mean, like, between trees.
Like a heat-seeking freaking missile.
Yeah, like a scorpion. Well, not about a scorpion, but like a snake. It was just going out there, and no way to stop is go, here's get on something and just duck right as it comes, and plus impale you, what's behind you. But like that to me, that's more scary. And of course, he's supposed to be a spoiler warning is here for anybody who does not know this. He at this point is a walking skeleton. A walking dead skeleton that can like literally rip off his face and bones and fire of his rage.
Yep.
So he's not human, but they're going out of the sleeve. Like, of course,
he's like the Ninja Ghost Rider.
And where's his chain coming from? Like, does he like pack it up in his front part of his belly? Because you know he's that the little bulge right there is like it's that little storage place for the chain. And how do you pull it
I
back
don't
in?
know.
Like,
I
how
don't,
do you
all those are very good questions.
get down there? I'm just wondering how is he gonna get down his sleeve back down to his back down to his armor so when he goes and do it again. Of course, I do remember the first. I don't know if it was the first or second one. If you did the get over here move, and the chain would go out, and if it didn't hit the person, it would keep on going and then disconnect and keep on flying off the screen. Do you remember
Yeah.
that? So like
Yep.
maybe they're going for that, but it's still at this point I'm pretty sure he has a flyer going around him, so he's pretty much dead at this point of the movie. But I'm looking for this fight scene. I'm hoping the choreographic is good. I'm hoping they don't move the camera a lot. I want to see some full on connections.
Yeah. I agree.
That get over here feels weak. Wait. Who's that guy in the background? Who's that dude? Is that our new boy?
Yeah. I don't know.
I have a feeling that's our new boy. It looks like kind of a grid. I can't remember get a good clear of him. Let me just see if I can maybe. Nope, can't get a good shot on him. Can't. Oops, sorry. Cannot get a good shot on him. He's way too blurry. Oh, Mortal Kombat. Please don't fail me. Please don't let me down.
Oh.
And there's Kano wins. Oh. Okay, but this character right here, we have our guesses. I have my guess who this is. Good shot right there. This character right here, I'm having a feeling this is going to be one of those creatures.
Looking at it now, I agree with you.
It's probably going to be dang it, not scorpion,
Reptile.
Reptile. Probably reptile. Because the reptile from the movie was at first he wasn't just a reptile, and then a body like sucked him in, and it became a humanoid reptile character. He was a
weird. Ninja tile.
Yeah, that premise was never explained ever. But
well, that live action that I told you about,
yeah,
gives you information on a lot of these species.
Okay. All right, so maybe I'll give you a little more details on what they're capable of doing.
Basically, my understanding is reptiles kind of like a symbiotic relationship, if you get what I'm saying. The reptile creature itself is like a parasite and uses like hosts, different whether it be human or whatever, to make its the ninja form of itself.
Okay, so it can literally blend into the environment, but it literally blend into humans in a sense.
Well, yeah, it's like a parasite.
Okay.
It invades you.
Oh, well, that's unpleasant. But here's boy. Don't know what this. I don't think this is him shooting a beam because I don't see a little red dot here, but I'm seeing this right here. So I'm like, my mind's going either that's fire or that's a previous shot. But like, just when he just sticks it in.
Kano wins. You fucking beauty.
I'm looking forward to see this. It's gonna be on HBO Max and in theaters, which I immediately would like to see this in theaters. The experience in IMAX, I would love to see in IMAX, but the problem is just
I got an IMAX 45 minutes away.
IMAX is literally I could walk to it if I wanted to.
Damn.
It's at the well, I don't want to give away too much where I live at. it's here in Huntsville, and it's near a very special place in town that we're pretty close by. And I would like to see an IMAX. I'm just afraid that because a lot of theaters are closing down. I mean, a lot of them are closing down because of COVID, because they're not getting enough people coming to movies anymore because everybody's afraid to go out. So theaters are not making money.
Yep, revenue's down.
And that's just the way life crumbles. I want to see this movie. I'm definitely forward to it. A lot of good movies so far coming out this year.
I will see this movie.
A lot of good movies coming out.
Yes, there's a ton of good movies coming down the pipeline. I just can't wait. Like you said though, the only crappy part of it is we have this COVID crap going on, so most of all these good movies we really want to see in IMAX or a theater, we're gonna have to wait and see them at home.
Well, okay, so like I said before, I'm looking forward to the story